Hey boys and girls, I'm here to tell you about our next math lesson, which is 8.9, finding the whole group using a unit fraction. Now, I did not like the math pages for this lesson. You know how in class I used to say there are certain lessons I really like, and then there's ones that I don't like, and I like to do them in a completely different way? This is one of those different way ones, okay? So I have my own little sheet here that I made up. It's a Google Doc, and it's actually the questions from the math pages, but I don't like how they set them up. In the book, it has like all those charts and things where you have to answer all the questions, and I think that gets confusing. So I figured we would do it this way, and we would get to the answers also. Hi, Sophia. She just walked by and smiled, or waved. Okay, so here we go. We're using unit fractions again. And now, instead of knowing the whole group and finding out what's the portion of the whole group, we are going to find the whole group. If that completely confused you, I'm going to explain it now, okay? So let's pull out our drawing tools, and we're going to think here. Cameron has 4 clownfish in the tank. So we know that Cameron has 4. I'm thinking let's use a different color. Let's go with a blue, and let's make it a little bit bigger than what we've got here. All right, let's move up a little bit. Okay, so this is 4. Sorry, it's sloppy. Okay, he has 4 clownfish, and 1/3 of the fish in the tank are clownfish. So 4 is, come on, 1/3 of something. Okay, we don't know what 4 is 1/3 of. Okay, here's how we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out using the same thing we did earlier in the week. We're going to use that denominator. So we know that the denominator here is what? It is 3. So we need 3 groups. 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups. And we know that 4 is 1/3. So 1 out of these 3 groups is equal to 4. So if I know that's 4, in a fraction, we're talking about equal groups. So if one group is 4, this group is 4, and this group is 4. Maybe lines are easier than dots here. Let's make this one big dot, and that's another dot, okay? So if we know that 4 is 1/3 of a bigger number, now we can figure out the bigger number. 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. So there's my whole. So let's count how many altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to write in 12 here. 4 is 1/3 of 12. Now let's go back and look at the question. Cameron has 4 clownfish in the tank. 1/3 of the fish in the tank are clownfish. How many fish does Cameron have in his tank? I realize now, boys and girls, I started doing the math before I read the whole question. I did exactly what I tell you guys not to do, which is make sure you read everything. So I should have gone back and read everything. I need to follow my own directions, okay? So there are 12 fish total in the tank. I used this denominator. I knew that one of them was equal to 4, so then I was able to figure out what the whole number was, okay? I am going to erase this. Now here's the one, okay, there's the mouse. And now let's move on to the next one, okay? I'm going to read it. You read it too. A pet store has 2 gray rabbits. 2 gray rabbits. 1/8 of the rabbits at the pet store are gray. How many rabbits does the pet store have? So I know that 2 are gray. 2 is 1/8 of the total rabbits. And I want to find out how many they have altogether. Okay, so I know that 2 is 1/8. Could have written this of what? Well, let's use our denominator trick again. What's my denominator? It is 8. So I'm going to draw myself 8 groups. And how many do you think is going to go in each one? How many did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 is 1/8. So I'm going to do lines. They're easier than dots. So if that's 1/8, there's 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 8/8. So now can I figure out the total number of rabbits this pet store has? I think I can, because these are the gray ones. So 2 were gray. I don't care what other color these are, but I can figure out the total. I'm going to count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So 2 is 1/8 of 16. Okay? I used the denominator. I figured out what the unit fraction was, because really this is 1/8 of this picture. That's 1/8, and they all have to be the same. So 2 is 1/8 of 16. All right, let's move down. We got another one. Let's erase that. I have 2 more. Okay. Let's see. Let's move down to this one, and I'll call it a day. The pet store sells bags of food. There are 4 bags of cat food. Okay, so I want a 4. 1/6 of all the bags of food are cat food. So 4 is 1/6 of what number? Now, hopefully you're starting to see a pattern here with the denominator and this. So I always make the denominator my amount of groups, so I'm going to make it 6 groups. 4, 5, 6. And because drawing dots or lines is kind of tough, I'm just going to make these 4s. If 1/6 is 4, then they all have to be 4s. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could do 6 times 4. I could do 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Okay, or I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way until I get that there are 24. So in closing, find your denominator. That is your unit of your unit fraction. Make that many groups. Fill in one group, and then you know the rest of them. And then you can get the total number of whatever it is you're looking for. All right, guys. I think I came in under 10 minutes. There is another problem here. Let me go up there because I was trying to keep this to 10. I got about a minute left. I want to see if you guys can figure this one out on your own and then maybe tell me about it. Lily has 3 dog toys that are red. 1/4 of all her dog toys are red. So 3 is 1/4 of, what do you think? Maybe draw a little picture and you can write it for me in the comments on the assignment. Okay? Write it in the comments on the overall assignment, because your assignment tonight or tomorrow for this is going to be to do a page in your math book again, so that you can draw the pictures. You don't have to do the Think Central yet. All right, guys, get in touch with me if there's a problem, and I will see ya.